వచ్చేసారు. అనిల్ గారు, వెల్కమ్ టు ద షో అండి. హౌ ఆర్ యూ?
థ్యాంక్ యూ అండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ లక్ష్మి గారు. ఐఎమ్ డూయింగ్ గ్రేట్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ అండి. ఓకే, అనిల్ గారు గురించి, అనిల్ గారు ఎక్స్పర్టైజ్ గురించి మనందరికీ తెలుసండి. సో చాలా రోజుల నుంచి మనం చూస్తూనే ఉన్నాము. బట్ ఎవరైనా కొత్తగా జాయిన్ అయి ఉంటారు కాబట్టి వాళ్ళ కోసం ఒక్కసారి అనిల్ గారు ఎక్స్పర్టైజ్ ఒక్కసారి నేను ఒక 2 ముక్కల్లో ఫాస్ట్ గా చెప్పేస్తానండి. He has 15+ years of experience in finance profession as finance controller, CFO, and he holds other senior executive positions in major organizations like Amazon, Siemens, and Edison. So he is helping his clients take advantage of tax planning opportunities and strategically setting up their businesses for success. He has a wonderful team of CPAs, chartered accountants, and other financial professionals as well. So please feel free to reach out AGFintax for all your financial planning and tax planning needs. Thank you so much అండి. అనిల్ గారు, మరి ఈ వారం బిజినెస్ ట్యాక్స్ బ్రేక్స్ ఫర్ 2021 and 2022 అనే టాపిక్ డిస్కస్ చేద్దామండి. సో ఆర్ యు రెడీ అండి?
Yes, Lakshmi garu. Yes, thank you very much for the nice intro. Yes, and we are ready.
థ్యాంక్ యూ అండి. మీరు కూడా మాకు చాలా వాల్యుబుల్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ చాలా షోస్ నుంచి మీరు ఇస్తున్నారు. డెఫినెట్ గా నాకైతే చాలా యూజ్ అయ్యాయండి ట్యాక్స్ టిప్స్ అన్ని కూడా. సో డెఫినెట్ గా అందరికి యూజ్ అయ్యే ఉంటాయని అనుకుంటున్నాం, మన వ్యూవర్స్ అందరికి కూడా. సో థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ అనిల్ గారు. సో మరి ఈ రోజు టాపిక్ తో మనం స్టార్ట్ చేసేద్దాము. సో అపార్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ ద కోవిడ్ రిలేటెడ్ ట్యాక్స్ రిలీఫ్ యాక్ట్ ఆఫ్ 2020, acts like Taxpayer Certainty and Disaster Tax Relief Act, the Consolidated Appropriations Act CAA were passed towards the end of 2020. We all know that. So those acts either extended the tax breaks or added a few new perks to boost those sectors that were most affected by COVID. So in today's show, educate our viewers about such tax breaks, Andy.
Sure, Andy. Tappakunda. So, as since the last 1 year, because of the COVID, there are so many things have changed. So many businesses are impacted. In this process, to support the businesses who are impacted because of the COVID, government has come forward and they have introduced many incentives, credits, loans, grants, and different other things. We have been discussing about this in the last few webinars. Lot of topics we are discussing about, and now we will just focus on what is our exclusive credits available for the small business owners only. We in our earlier show we already covered in previous week's shows we covered individual tax breaks available for individuals. Now we are going to talk about the business owners. But in what happened, because as you were mentioning, there are very big acts. Those are the 3 acts passed in the last 1 year just to support this in business owners and individuals. In this process, because of these acts, many incentives, grants are extended beyond the year 2020. Earlier in the month of March, April last year, few acts were passed and the benefits or incentives were given, and the timeline were for most of them are December 31st, 2020. But now, with the recent act, which is the Consolidated Appropriation Act, those incentives are extended further, and they have come up with new incentives also, new support initiatives also. So now let's get into the deep dive. This what small business owners can benefit from these incentives credits.
Yes, let's get started, Andy. So, what is the first tax break that is useful to many business owners?
The most important thing first I want to talk about is 100% deduction for restaurant for meals, for the meals like meals, food and beverages. Earlier it used to be only 50%, but now because of this new CAA Act which was introduced in December 2020, what they say, come on, you can go to the restaurants, you can spend the money for your meals for your business purpose, and you can claim 100% depreciation for the year 2021 and 2022. These are very big, and that is specifically who the companies which are in marketing segment or travel segment, travel industry, marketing industry. Many employees travel a lot for to meet the customers, clients, and all those expenses used to be only 50% reduction. Deduction used to be earlier, but now this is a very big change for many small business owners.
Got it. Andy. So that will be a considerably good deduction for taxpayers, right, Andy?
Yes, very much. So as I was mentioning, if the business meals, if you're incurring any expenses for the meals or food or beverages, those are the if as long as they are the business related, they are deductible. But these business deductions are there since 1987 exclusively, and earlier they used to be the IRS used to allow 100% deduction, but after this Tax Cuts and Jobs Act introduced in 2017, what they say, okay, no more for 100%, you can only deduct only 50%. But now again, because of this Consolidation Appropriation Act (CA) Act, they say that okay, come on, let from this year for this year and next year you can deduct 100% business expenses, meals expenses as a business expense. This is a very big change, and this initiative has taken to encourage bars and restaurants to open their doors so they can run the businesses much better, and they can take care of their employees and dependents, the employees and the businesses.
Super and nice. So what exactly does the law infer when it says provided by?
Got it. Okay. So what the law says, food and beverages provided by restaurants. What does this mean? You can go and you can do a dining, or you can go even a takeout also. So anything should be okay, and you can get 100% tax deduction for your business expense, for your meals expenses, and this is a COVID support initiative, I shall say. Yeah.
Oh. So what is the criteria to avail this business tax break?
Okay. Any business expenses, if you want to claim, it should be ordinary and necessary for the business to run. And so, like in the same credit, so the same rule is applicable for meals also. If any expenses needs ordinary and necessary, like meals expenses, and they are tax deductible, and they should have business connection for what purpose they are incurring this expense. It can be during the business meetings, or even before the any event, business event or business meetings, during or before or after the meal. But this meal should be exclusively for the business purpose only, and as long as they are not luxurious, like lavish or extravagant, these expenses can be claimed.
Okay, makes sense, Andy. So what other tax credits are allowed?
The next one I want to talk about work opportunity tax credit. Earlier, it used to be, government IRS used to give work opportunity tax credit for people for hiring members of 10 targeted groups. So if you recruit 10 people from a targeted group, then you can avail this tax credit. And now, because of this new act, now this is extended to till 2025. So till 2025, if you recruit any targeted group people, you can claim. Earlier it used to be only first year wages you used to get workman tax or work opportunity tax credit only on first year wages. But now they extended this for the first 5 years. So first 5 years, you recruit any people from the targeted groups, and you can enjoy the benefits for the first 5 years. And this hiring process can be done through these benefits can be claimed till 2025 recruitments.
Got it, Andy. So who are the targeted groups that you mentioned, Andy?
Okay. So the government defines the targeted groups as such as categories of people who face life circumstances that make it challenging for them to find a gainful employment. It's like getting a job itself is very difficult for them. From those targeted groups, if you recruit any person, then you get a tax credits for the favor what you are doing for your community. Just I want to give an example. Like example, a veteran, a just retired, a just discharged veteran might find difficult to get a job because he didn't have any experience. So if you see a lot of places, if you recruit veterans, you get tax advantages. You get a tax credit for that. So this is one example what I can say, what you give here.
Okay. So that brings to question, Andy. So how about credits for investing in new markets?
Yes. So the new market, there is a tax credit called a new market tax credit, which was established in 2020. So this new market tax credit gives, okay, to get this credit, so the company should give or provide or offer capital to community development entities. And because they are giving loans to the community development entities, they get a tax credit. So this credit can be claimed either through an individual as a business owner, but they need to go and help the community development entities.
Okay. So how much is the credit? And
so the credit equals to 39% of the taxpayer's capital investment in a qualified entity that commits to the rules of the new market tax credit program. Like example, what shall I say? Earlier, it used to be $5 billion were allocated for this project, and the support was used to give till 2020. But now they added $5 billion more funds to this funding, and the government is extending the support till 2025 now. So yes, this is a very good credit. This credit is available only for those companies who are giving capitals, who are offering capital to the community development entities.
What about the empowerment zone breaks? And
okay, so empowerment zones are economically distressed communities designated by government for aid. But this aid is intended primarily to lift the communities out of poverty by stimulating enterprises and creating jobs. It's like there are some zones identified by the government, and those are underdeveloped and low income community. So their government, what they say is, hey, they encourage investors to come forward and invest in those areas so that they can bring economic growth in the place, and it helps them creating a job opportunity in that area. So in general, whoever invests in these funds, in economic zone funds, they get few credits. Number one, they are potentially eligible to get 20% of the wages whatever they pay, and they do also get enhanced first year depreciation deduction and tax exempted bond financing and deferral of federal capital gain taxes when qualifying assets are sold and sale proceeds are reinvested in other qualified assets. So this itself is an exclusive separate topic to go in detail, but very high level. Come on, if they government encourage investors to invest these in underdeveloped areas to bring economic development, which shall help in stimulating business enterprises and creating the jobs.
Okay. So how about any tax breaks relating to energy efficiency?
Okay. So in respect to the energy efficiency, if you are a commercial building owner, and if you are taking some energy efficient initiatives like energy efficient improvements, if you are using like lighting, proper lighting, heating, cooling, ventilation, hot water systems, and to building envelopes. If you are following energy efficient improvements for all these areas, then you can write it off $1.80 per every square foot as a credit. And in your community, like example, in your building, if you are not using these energy efficient improvements throughout the places, then you can claim 0.660, and that is 60 cents per square foot. You can claim it as an energy efficiency credits if you are following all energy efficient improvements.
So what about residential homes? And
this is a good question. you can claim up to you can get a credit of $1,000 or $2,000 based on what level of energy efficiency standards you are maintaining for your home. And this credit is extended now to the new homes also if you are acquiring any homes in year 2021. So if you have a recent home, if you got a new home in the year 2021, you may be getting $1,000 or $2,000 as a energy credit if you are following all energy efficiency standards.
Okay, got it. So let's take a short break and come back. TV Asia Telugu talk show with experts. TV Asia Telugu is available on WorldBBTV, Dish Network, App TV, YouTube, Facebook, and TV Asia Telugu website is also there. So whenever you have some time, please log into one of these platforms and you can watch entertainment shows and informative shows as well. Thank you so much, Anil Garu. Welcome back to the show, Andy.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Lakshmi Garu.
So anything for vehicles, Andy?
Yes, of course, yes. So your businesses can claim federal income tax credit up to 30% of the cost of installing non-hydrogen alternative fuel vehicles, non-hydrogen alternative fuel vehicle refueling equipment. If there is some specific set of equipment, if you buy this non-hydrogen alternative fuel vehicle equipment, then whatever cost you incur for the cost of installation, you're going to get up to 30% as a income tax credit. And your business can also claim federal income tax credit for buying vehicles propelled by chemically combining oxygen with hydrogen to create electricity. So electric vehicles, which are very popular. I think people who have got Tesla vehicles, they are familiar with these credits. If you got any of such vehicles, you can also get tax credit for buying the vehicles.
Okay, how much is the credit, Andy?
Okay, so the base credit is $4,000 for vehicles weighing 8,500 pounds or less. If your vehicle is less than 8,500 pounds, you can get $4,000. And if it's more than 8,500 pounds, then you can get a credit of up to $40,000. An additional $1,000 to $4,000 credit is available to cars and light trucks to the extent their fuel economy meets federal standards. It means if they meet all the standards given by IRS, then they can get an additional tax credits. It can be $4,000. This is a standard one. If it's a vehicle, if it's a car or light trucks, you can get $1,000 extra also. Okay.
So, as always, what are the takeaways from this session?
Okay. So, generally, tax credits are very good. Tax credits will help you to reduce the amount of the taxes you owe to the federal and state governments. Credits are generally designed to encourage or reward certain types of behavior that considered beneficial to the economy. Okay, like electric vehicles is beneficial to the economy. Most energy efficient standards at your home, there is a beneficial to the economy. So to encourage the benefits, these tax credits will be given. And the environment are to okay. And the other one more thing, important thing is the credit whatever you get, that will directly, you always need to think like example, you need to pay $10,000 as income tax liability, you have tax liability. But you have some $3,000 credit, it should directly reduce the liability to $7,000 from $10,000. It's a straightforward dollar to dollar credit. If there is any possibility in the points whatever we discussed, and if you are a business owner, if you think that you are eligible for any of those credits, I recommend you to do more research about these areas, because considering the shortage of the time, I have to either I was not able to go to in depth of every point, but I want to bring it to your attention. Yes, there is something like that available, so that either you can do the research or otherwise you can work with your CPA or a tax accountant to ensure that you are availing all those credits. So as usual, please don't directly implement anything without talking with your CPA or advisor. And this is the tax filing season. April 15th is the tax return filing due date if you are filing individual tax returns or C corporation. if you're filing March 15th is the due date for S corporation and partnerships. And if you're living in Texas state, because of the recent natural disasters at the place, government extended the tax deadline to June 15th, exclusively available for the Texas residents. So you can both tax payments, filing a tax returns, everything is extended up to the June 15th if you are living in Texas. And thank you very much. Thanks to TVASIA Telugu and Lakshmi garu. Thank you very much for your time.
థ్యాంక్ యూ అనిల్ గారు, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ అండి. సో మరి అదండి ఈ వారం మన ట్యాక్స్ ప్లానింగ్ షో. సో ప్లీజ్ మన అనిల్ గారు చెప్పినట్టు మీరు మీ సిపిఏతో కానీ ఫైనాన్షియల్ ప్రొఫెషనల్తో కానీ వర్క్ చేసి, సో ప్లీజ్ ట్రై టు అప్లై దీస్ స్ట్రాటజీస్ విచ్ యు ఆర్ ఎలిజిబుల్ ఫర్. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ అండి. వచ్చే వాళ్ళం మళ్ళీ ఇంకొక సరికొత్త టాపిక్ తోటి మళ్ళీ కలుద్దాం. హ్యావ్ ఎ వండర్ఫుల్ వీక్ అహెడ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ TVASIA Telugu.